Home, home on the range.
Where the deer and the antelope play
Where seldom
is heard a discouraging void,
and
the
Eden
skies.
is hostage all day.
Yep.
We're playing Res.
Yep, Res HD. Although you will be watching it in standard definition, but here's some widescreen for you. How's that?
Is that doing it for you?
We actually lost the first episode. It was great. We talked about drugs.
Hypothetically.
When you watch this game, you'll understand why. I guess I should go over the way it works again. Basically, you got this reticle. You
Don't
hold.
sound so tired about it. Do it with some feeling, Brett.
Well, you got this
Feeling.
reticle. What you do is you hold the button and you sort of lock on to stuff, and you let it go, and it shoots it.
And
But-
there's a disco ball every now and then. We're not sure why.
Yeah, actually, that's sort of what you turn into when you die hard enough. Die hard with the
Don't.
vengeance. Lethal Weapon 2. I've never seen Lethal Weapon.
Me neither. I don't think I'd miss it all terribly.
Well, I really dug Die Hard, so I figure I'd like Lethal Weapon. And here's an interesting for you. Die Hard 3 is actually Lethal Weapon 3.
Oh, wait, how does that work? I thought Die Hard was Bruce Willis's thing.
That's correct. It's they wrote a script for Lethal Weapon 3, and they didn't like using it as a Lethal Weapon movie.
However...
So Die Hard picked up the script, and Die Hard 3 was made on the screenplay that was originally written to be Lethal Weapon 3.
Huh. They really were too old for that shit.
Oh, man.
That's the thing about living around now today. You just get references from things, and you might know what they are, vaguely what they're from, but you don't really understand or maybe have seen the source material.
It is pretty funny how like things can be funny even if they're references to stuff you haven't seen before. And I always wanted to do an experiment where...
Oh, the one that's impossible to do?
Yeah, because like here's my experiment. I want to do an experiment to find out whether or not people enjoy things more when they're referred to after they know what the reference is to or before.
But you can't do it because you only get one shot. Unless we start... Can cloning do that?
You get a clone of somebody who's exactly the same, and you show one of them the source material first, and one of them the reference first.
You just trick one of them into getting into it, and the other one's like, "Listen, has anyone ever talked to you about Metal Gear?" All right, now I'm gonna show you this neat shit. Go play it.
It's pretty funny. Like I really liked Metal Gear Awesome, even though I had never really played Metal Gear.
Well, that's also because it's a silly animation. You can kind of just understand why it's supposed to be funny.
Sure.
The DARPA chief did not actually have a heart attack, if you've seen it.
He shit himself to death.
No, I'm talking about because of the animation. He makes Snake shoot him.
Right. The DARPA chief died of a heart attack. Whatever. Metal Gear. Meryl's hot. Oh, Newgrounds. Were you into Newgrounds before there was YouTube?
That's actually really relevant. That's yeah, there's a lot of that. Some stickpage.com.
Stick Page.
It's like a bunch of animated fights, but it's all with stick figures.
Oh, so just like Zao Zao, the website. Xiao Xiao.
Well, actually, I could be wrong too. I've never heard it pronounced.
Chow Chow. Like from Sonic Adventure.
None of my IRL friends know what that is.
Except for me. We figured that out today.
Well, we can't be friends anymore now.
You know what it is.
Clearly.
Only my internet friends can be familiar with the stick figure fighting animations
I don't.
of the late 90s and early 2000s. It's just not going to work if you know.
I don't have friends from just the internet.
I don't have friends in the world. I'm going to miss the thing. I'm going to have to go through again.
I bet you can all hear me munching on these pretzel twists.
You
I
always
actually
got some kind of snack with you.
I can't help it, dude.
I'm at least courteous enough to wait to eat my peanuts between segments. That and I don't have 3 arms and I'm playing right now. And I left my peanuts in the car.
Yeah.
That sounds like my personal problem, though.
Yeah.
So just don't you even worry about me. I get the thing.
I was trying to find a way to slip a D's nuts joke in there, but
Didn't work.
Well, I can't do it because they're not here in front of me.
No.
You did leave them in the car,
I
so I
did.
can't.
Or are you just going to shake them up and be like, you bet you want some of these nuts.
No, but, well, I can't. I don't think a doe's nuts
Doe's
joke,
nuts.
joke would roll off the tongue as well.
Maybe if they were donuts.
Well, no, because then it'd be Doe's nuts. You need to find, like, my dog. I would have to rename her Doe. She'd have to be a boy for this to get Doe's nuts.
You know Doe was like the name of the Messiah that the Heaven's Gate cult followed? Are you aware of the Heaven's Gate cult?
No, I thought it was just a female deer.
No. He
No.
was like
Ray,
supposedly
a ray of shining sun.
a drop of golden sun. He was the second.
Oh my God.
He was apparently the second coming of Christ, and all the people who believed this, like it was an alien-based religion.
Sweet.
Yeah, and his theory, as you know, the Messiah theory, rather prophecy, gospel, if you will, was that the planet was to be recycled, and everybody had to find a way to get their souls out of their bodies and off the planet before this happened.
By killing themselves?
Well, that's what it ended up being. They actually strongly disapproved of suicide.
Oh, man.
But, like, the day was coming, and they were like, I can't think of any other way to get my soul out of my body. So they rented out this giant mansion, and they stayed up there, and they killed themselves with pudding.
Huh.
Poison pudding.
Death by chocolate.
Pretty much. There's a song by Pendulum called Propane Nightmares that's all about it.
Huh.
Which is what, you know, prompted me to look it all up.
Yeah. And then there's the People's Religion.
The People's Temple.
Yeah.
Jim Jones, South Africa. Or just Africa.
Responsible for that whole don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Maybe it was South America. I forget exactly where. Lindsay and I love that kind of stuff, which, like, it's funny because we can talk about it, and, like, before...
Yeah, but don't you also hate voodoo? Specifically...
Shut up. Don't even... You couldn't even remember it was a drop of golden sun. You won't be able to remember Marie Laveau's... God damn it.
Marie Laveau's voodoo.
Oh, my God.
Home in New Orleans, correct?
Yeah, she's from New Orleans.
New Orleans.
There's a girl at work from New Orleans who I think is really cute. She has an interesting accent.
Cajun?
I don't even know. I mean, a little bit.
I think I'm in the wrong. I might be in the
No,
wrong
New
area.
Orleans is... Cajun is New Orleans.
Okay.
They have their own, like, friggin' language.
Oh, yeah. It's, you ever see Swamp People? No.
I'm aware of it.
I've
never watched it,
I
though.
might be thinking of the wrong show. There's one that's heavy, like super Cajun.
Yeah.
With everyone who talks. It might be Swamp People.
You ever see the King of the Hill where they went to New Orleans and everybody was hitting on Bill? Like the world was just friggin' backwards. They were all shunning Boomhauer and hitting on Bill.
Oh, man.
Because he was the last male heir of the Dauterive name. Like, one of the girls that was hitting on him was his actual cousin.
Oh.
But he couldn't tell which one. It was a weird episode. It was one of those pieces of animation that, like, just puts you in a feeling. God, I wonder what would have been like if I discovered this game and when I was in, like, middle school. I would have played it between DDR sessions for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think much would have changed.
I don't think much either.
I,
We've been bringing up that, like, what if I in the past all day. We've done a lot today.
yeah, we were going all over town.
All
Towns.
in and out of
Towns.
3 towns, all over the Tri-County area. Or I guess the Bi-County area, the Tri-City area. Anyway, maybe we'll tell you all about it next time on Brett's Play.
Oh, did you win?
I won. I beat the
Oh,
thing.
now he's just turned into 4 ends of pencils touching each other.
Pretty much. And then he exploded.
Evasion successful. You've reached the end of the subsystem. Proceed to the next area. If you want. I don't know.
Annihilation 100%. Shot down 95.65%. And finally, support item 88.89%. On sale at BrandSmart this weekend, $9.88.
Those might have been numbers coming out of his mouth. I don't know.
They were numbers. There were lots of 8s. Anyway, Area 1.
System
System analyzed.
Okay.
Next time on Brett's Play, Area 2.